Hello there everybody, and welcome to part 11 of our Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke. Today we are heading towards Mirror Falls to save Professor Cosmo from the clutches of Team Aqua, but before that, we are going to head to the Pokemart real quick to spend some of our hard-earned Poké Dollars. Some of the items that we are looking for, and oh, there's a Tingle Skitty! It's so cute! Okay, let's focus, back to the Pokemart. We should pick up a couple of potions. These are just handy for very quick heals, so we'll get about... let's pick up 7 of those. That should be fine. And we should pick up a couple more paralyzed heals. And maybe 2 more antidotes. But the item I'm really interested in is going to be from this man over here. Because he is selling the quick balls. These have a tremendously good catch rate as long as you use them on the first turn. So we are going to pick up... I'm going to pick up 3 quick balls. And then we're also going to pick up a couple of dust balls. These have a very high catch rate inside of caves and whenever it's dark out. Which I believe it is inside of our overworld. But more importantly, it's very helpful to use in caves. Okay, not quite as dark as I thought it would be. So we will probably use dust balls strictly inside caves until it becomes nighttime. And with Route 114, we can also capture our first Pokemon. Fossil Maniac, all rare fossils are mine. So we have to come back to this guy when we have a fossil, so we will leave him completely alone inside this little shack. I believe you give me a TM. All my Pokemon does is roar. No one dares come near me. Sigh. If you could, please take this TM away. Hey, we got TM roar. Not going to be overly helpful for Nuzlocke, but I will accept it nonetheless. So what kind of Pokemon would I like to capture here? If we had a rod of some sort, I would not mind fishing out a Pokemon. But, I am more inclined to try and find a shaking patch of grass. Ideally, we can get something with a secret move, or maybe a special ability. And I do hear something on the radar. Where is it? Alright, take it nice and slow, And our Pokemon for Route 114 is going to be a... Lombre, nice. Very nice, versatile Pokemon to have. Good water, grass type combination. You only know Bubble at this point. Even a 4-time super effective Bubble isn't going to do too much to Gish. I think. Let's not risk it. Let's switch over to Gora. Now the one downside about Lombres is that they're not particularly offensively strong. They have like a Fake Out, they have Bubble, they have Absorb at these low levels, and they don't really gain anything either. Let's go for the Bulldoze, that'll be not very effective. Counter? Excuse me? Oh my god. Okay, Heart, meet failure. Dora, you get out of there. You get out of there. So, remember what I said? Remember I said how the shaking grass encounters can still screw us over? This is why. This is why. This is why. This is why the shaking grasses do scare me. Quite a bit. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. I am fully aware that you can find out what special move they have through the Pokénav function. I just think it's a little on the cheap side to know ahead of time that it's there. Because otherwise there's no surprise, there's no, oh my god, what the hell just happened? Oh boy. What am I gonna nickname you, Lombre? Your name shall be Ladal. Your name is Ladal. That ain't the right button. That ain't the right button. Welcome to the team, Ladal. We will check out your nature at some point, maybe later. Now let's see, who do I have on the front? I should heal up Gora because Owl, that counter, hurt way more than I would ever like to see ever happen to anyone in my team. I believe we can also visit Lynette here as well. Yeah, we totally can. Hello, Kiru. I'm sorry everything is so cluttered. When I get engrossed in research, things end up this way. This is embarrassing. Please keep this a secret in exchange for this. Hey, we got a Lotad doll. It'll match up with a doll. Oh man, this looks exactly like my desk. I can relate. I know exactly what it feels like to have all this paperwork just kind of lying around. I feel for you. I'm gathering berries so I can win in a Pokemon contest. If you like, I'd share one with you. Thanks, man. I will probably never use it, but that's, I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless. Who taught you to battle like that? Yeah, I'm kind of in the mood to teach you how to battle. Teammates! Easily some of my favorite sprites. I love these sprites. I'm not particularly fond of this, this typing combination, though. I guess you should probably get out of there. So let's see, Azuro. Okay, so let's see, the Azumarill will have Water and Fairy typing. So let's see, let's go for... Gora does have Bulldoze, but she won't be able to use it because no one can avoid it. So let's switch over to Aaron. Aaron will be able to resist both the Azumarill and the Rosalia. And then we can go for a Dragon Rage onto the Rosalia. I don't particularly want to be getting hit with status attacks like, you know, Stun Spore, Sleep Powder, Poison Sting. And Rosalia can also potentially have Poison Points, so that's why I'm kind of trying to avoid using direct damage attacks. So let's see, let's go for a Sleep Powder onto Azumarill. And we'll go for a Dragon Rage onto Rosalia. Nice, and everyone gets experience points. Even Logish. Okay, Aaron, you go for the Mega Drain, you suck that thing dry, and you go for the Dragon Rage. All the Dragon Rage! Now, eventually we are going to have to replace Dragon Rage with a different attack. Oh, wait! I am so dumb. I forgot that I completely forgot that Azumarill is Fairy type and it's resistant. Okay, I guess we'll go for a Bite then. Go for the Flinch Axe. I forgot. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. I was just staring at the screen going, why is this thing not taking any damage? Oh right, it's Fairy type. Fairy types are immune. Oh boy. I gotta take the strange taste of that out of my mouth. Oof. Want to battle against my Pokemon? Yes I do. Please take this horrible taste of humiliation out of my mouth. Aron, okay, we can take an Aron. I don't think Aron has any ground type attacks on it, so we can go for the Bulldoze, we can go for the Lava Plume. Let's go for the full times Bulldoze. And just hope this thing doesn't have Sturdy. Ah, you son of a... You have Sturdy! No, Gish, come back! Oh, you have incurred the wrong wrath. You have incurred the wrath of Nifnups! That facial expression is the best! Okay, I didn't think about this until just now, but there is one thing that is severely missing from the overworld sprites, not the overworld sprites, from just the sprites from the battle sprites for all the trainers. And it's not a wild Pokemon encounter. What we're seriously missing is a losing sprite. So, you know, when you defeat them, they have a slightly different sprite that says, "Oh, I can't believe I lost." Maybe they're face palming. Maybe they're doing exactly what that guy just did, where he's just screaming into the air, going, "Ah, I can't believe I lost." And we are probably going to put this potion to good use right away. This will add an extra 10 EVs into one of our Pokemon, specifically into their attack value, and we want to give that to Ricky Mountain. I could also give it to Gora as well, but I think Gora's got plenty of physical strength to work with. You guys are... Where are you taking the professor? Hey, stop right there! That idiot's gonna get himself beat up. Camping's fun. You can fish, roast marshmallows, and tell spooky stories. And the best are all about the Pokemon battles. I was not expecting that. I was expecting s'mores. And yes, I am aware that Brendan is potentially running to his death. I will take my sweet, sweet time catching up to him. If you can't tell, I'm still a tiny bit ornery about what he did to our team. Just a tiny little bit. Just a tiny bit. Don't worry about it. We will forgive him eventually. Just after we've had the chance to return the favor, shall we say. And that won't be until after Norman, I believe just before Fortree City. Way too strong! Oh wow! There's like actual craters in the ground. That is so cool! So much detail, I love it so much. Energy powder, not so much. Now I am going to try to keep this this episode a little bit shorter. The last couple of episodes have been a little bit on the long side, ranging between 40 to 50 minutes in length. So once we complete Meteor Falls and make it to... Oh, I don't even remember what it's called. What's the city where Roxanne lives in? It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Don't worry, I have like an entire battle to remember what the name is. Bellberg? It's not Pellberg. Ah, don't worry, I'll just Google it. But once we complete our objective in the falls, we will most likely end the episode there, and then afterwards we can move on to taking on Team Magua. That's what I'm currently thinking. So I'm aiming for this episode to be roughly around half an hour or so. Electro Ball! Thanks for dousing my fire, yes. No problem, man, no problem. Should probably heal up Gish just a little bit. So we will get the potion ready, give one to Gish, and one to Gora. So much detail in the environment, I love it! If you're not prepared, you shouldn't be up in the mountains. Don't worry, I came prepared. I'm to the Pokemon before coming up here, we're fine. Geodude. Geodude might not be a good matchup for Gish. Now granted, I could use the Bulldoze attack, but Geodude might have Sturdy, and then retaliate with its own magnitude. We're gonna switch out. Now it sort of just occurred to me today that Oris has been out for almost a month now. And, truth be told, while I've been excited to play the remastered version of Ruby and Sapphire, I've been even more excited for the Oris metagame. Now from what I can tell, they've added a bunch of new attacks to the Pokemon's movesets. Now we have access to move tutors that can teach a lot of the old move tutor attacks that were available in Pokemon White 2 and Black 2. So we now have access to Stealth Rock, we now have access to Knockoff, we have access to a whole bunch of new attacks that we didn't have access to in X and Y. Ah, there's a sturdy. I'm always amazed just how much things can change in the metagame just by adding a couple of new attacks to different Pokemon. I'm also very excited to find out just how viable all the different Megas that have been announced are. So like Mega Beedrill, Mega Pidgeot, Mega Slowbro. I really want to take some time and develop teams built around those Megas and see just how good they are. One of my current personal favorites is potentially Mega Manectric, has a lot of extra special attack boosts. Mega Salamence I'm really looking forward to using. Same with Mega Altaria, it sounds like a really good Pokemon to use. Machop, huh? I think we can take on a Machop. Lava Plume! Uh-oh. This could hurt. Okay! Okay, you have bested me, good sir. You have bested me, we are withdrawing. For the record, that was a 120 base attack that came from that Machop, and that was stab too. Reg normally has a base power of 60, but if you get hit and then you retaliate, it doubles in power. Oh man, that was way, way too close. And you want to learn Earth Power? We can get rid of Tackle for that. I do want to keep Bulldoze because it's an area of effect tech, plus it can lower speed. Tackle, not so much. Not as useful. You, my good sir, are scary. We are going to heal. We are going to heal Gish. And we will probably take Gish off the front since we are going to be fighting members of Team Aqua. So we will put Dio on the front and use our type advantage to our, well, advantage. Oh, this takes me back. This music takes me back. Hey you jerks, let Professor Cosmo go. Huh? What's this? Who's the spoiled brat? Kiro, you finally made it, huh? We've gotta protect the professor from these lunatics or else. There's two of them and two of us, huh? Sorry to ask, Hero, but battle alongside me. I really want to just say, like, yeah, you're on your own. But we can take these guys on. Ah, so even I, Team Aqua admin Shelly, have been made a fool. Fine. Brats who don't know how to watch their mouths must be punished. I won't forgive you if you cower in fear either. Wahaha. Alright, let's do this. Wait a minute, those aren't water types! You lied! No worries, we can make good use of this. So let's see, we are going to go for the Volt Switch, and we're going to take out the Mightyena. And that'll allow me to switch into Gora! We'll get the Intimidate in, and that'll lower both their attack strength by 1 stage. Snarl, that'll hit us both and drop our special attack by 1 stage. That's not too bad, because we're not going to be using our special attacks. Well, the Whalmer is, but let's face it, it's a Whalmer. It's not going to be able to do much. Oh, Sludge! But not me! Yes! That's right, attack the Whalmer. And let's go for Dragon Rage on the Mightyena. Now I am kind of trying to be nice. Normally I would just go for a Bulldoze and get the super effective hit on the Grimer, but I don't really want to knock out Brendan's Whalmer. I'm ornery about him destroying most of my team. I'm not that ornery that I would throw his own Whalmer under the bus, which is a weird feeling to have. Go for the super effective rock smash on the Carvana, and that should knock it out with one shot. We'll take a little bit of damage thanks to the rough skin, but that will be fine. Okay, we don't want to stay in on the sludge since the poison will very gradually wear us out. So we are going to switch Gora out, and we'll bring out a Pokemon that cannot get poisoned. Aaron, you're up. Now the Grimer is used minimize once, which means that we should go for the Sweet Scent in order to drop its evasion, just by one stage. And we can let Brandon handle the offensive aspect of this. Or the Wailmer could get knocked out. Either or. Oh, excuse me? How dare you avoid my attacks? Oh! 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 Are you telling me that you're that strong and still just a kid? Did I go too easy on you? Oh, right, we beat him! We? If the tremendous energy of Mount Chimney and the meteorite combined, we of Team Aqua can take a giant step towards the world that we dream of. We won't let ignorant little brats get in our way. Did these mere children give you so much trouble? You, an admin of Team Aqua. Who's there? Even Team Magma shows their faces, huh? There's nothing to be done about it. Hey, grab the meteorite! Aye aye! What? Come on, hand over the meteorite! Ah! Professor! Ha ha ha! Lay your days, brats in Team Magma. Alright, time to rush to Mount Chimney. And we're apparently just gonna let them walk by us. Good job, me. Maxie, we must give chase to Team Aqua or else. My name is Maxie. I lead an organization known as Team Magma. We work for the future happiness of all mankind. From what I have seen here, it appears that you are working against our rivals in Team Aqua. Fine, amuse yourself with those Team Aqua fools. But be careful that you do not impede our goals. Be you child or grown, oppose us in the slightest, and I, the great Maxie, will show no mercy. Oh man, what's with those lunatics? Forget those guys, Professor. Hey, Professor Cosmo, hang in there, okay? But I think he's still pretty out of it. Kiru, never mind what's happened. I've got to get the Professor back to his lab in Falador. Okay, Professor, easy now. Ah, Professor! Thank the stars above. Professor, you're back! Thanks to these children, I have somehow returned. Those crazy jerks. What do they think they wanted with the Professor's meteorite anyways? I've gotta say, they sure didn't look like the good guys, but I guess we better be careful from now on. Not that I'm really worried about you, Kiru. You and your team be fine for sure. But I need to thank you as well. You truly saved me from disaster. I hope you'll take this TM as a small form of repayment. Alright, Smackdown. Base 60 attack strength, raw type. Pretty decent. Thank you, Professor. Now that that's over with, what are you planning to do next, Hero? I think of going for my next gym badge. The one from Marvel City. Want to make the trip together, Kiro? To Marvel, that is? Sure? Cool, let's go then. Hey, fast travel! I approve! Alright, we made it to Marvel City. Up ahead here is Mount Chimney, huh? That's the place those nut jobs outside Meteor Falls we're talking about going to. Be careful, it might be dangerous around there. No shit. And you just say the same thing again, okay. And I don't think we will take poison damage in the overworld. That's been changed if I remember correctly, so we can heal. We're gonna heal. Good morning, welcome to the Pokemon Center. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? Yes, indeed I would. And before we leave off with today's episode, I am going to quickly check my financial resources and see if we can afford ourselves another TM or not. We have a whopping 10,000, which means we have just barely enough. Okay. We are going to do that. We are good on everything else. I don't need any potions or anything along those lines. I might want to buy some lemonades or something along those lines. I think I will. But first, I'm going to buy Facade. That's a very helpful attack to have. And let's check our inventory to see if there's anything that we can sell. So we don't need this. So we'll sell that. Max Ether, that's handy. Burn Heal, that's going to be neat. That's necessary. We need all of our berries. So I guess we'll hang on to everything else, I suppose. We'll get more money soon enough, so I think we'll be fine. Alright, in the next episode we are going to head up to Mount Chimney and then we are going to stop the evil Team Aqua from doing whatever bad things they're doing up there. I have no idea. They took a rock from a scientist. What do you want from me? If you enjoyed this episode, the best way to support this series and this channel is to leave a like or a comment. And for more Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke content, hit that subscribe button. As always, thank you guys so very much for watching this, and I hope to see you next time. Laters!